Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. There is no such thing as tasawwuf outside of Islam. There is no such thing as Sufism outside of the deen of Islam. There is no such thing. It is sad that people today teach tasawwuf like this and give this kind of notion just to gain followers and gain momentum in the dunya, because Islam is under heavy attack by Western superpowers that have interests in the Middle East and wage wars in Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and so on. So they slander the culture and the deen of those countries, which is Islam. And therefore you have this negativity and Islamophobia. So in order to gain followers and more momentum, some preachers and teachers of Sufism teach it, giving that kind of notion that there is some kind of Sufism is like another kind of Islam or something like this. This is not true. It is not true. Tasawwuf is a part of Islam. Tasawwuf is actually the correct name for Sufism. When you say Sufism, to be honest, I don't even know what Sufism means, because some people, when they say Sufism, they refer to Tasawwuf, which is mystical knowledge in the level of Ihsan. So you have Islam, Iman, Ihsan. The study of Ihsan is Tasawwuf. So it's mysticism and self-knowledge within the realm of Ihsan. That's Tasawwuf. When some people say Sufism, they mean Tariqah. Tariqah means inner path. It is the path to reach Allah inside of yourself. So tariqah is path to reach Allah inside of yourself. So you have Sharia and then you have tariqah. Tariqah is Sharia is the road for all people. Tariqah is the path for those who want to reach Allah inside of them. That is tariqah. And sometimes when people say Sufism, they mean New Age kind of blend of Tasawwuf and Hinduism. And sometimes when people say Sufism, they refer to classical Islam, or the Islam that was practiced before the rise of Saud and the Wahhabis and the Salafis. So when you say Sufism, I don't really know what that means. I know what Tasawwuf means. Tasawwuf is the study of Ihsan. It comes after Islam and Iman, or in another way of looking at that hadith, Iman and Islam. And it is the study of self-knowledge, or the awareness, building. Tasawwuf is kind of meditation. It is building a awareness of Allah's presence inside of your mind, which is muraqabah. And it is said in the hadith Jibril, Ihsan is worship Allah as if you see Allah. If you don't see Allah, know that Allah sees you. So Tasawwuf is dealing with this. Know that Allah sees you. That is muraqabah, the awareness of Allah's presence inside of your mind. And worship Allah as if you see Allah, this mushahada, when you start seeing the reality of La ilaha illallah, that Allah manifests all the time everywhere. And this is a deeper understanding of the divine decree of Allah, that everything happens by the will of Allah. So mushahada and muraqabah, this is tasawwuf. It also has marifa in it, but we don't have to deal with marifa for this purpose. So when you understand really what is tasawwuf, you understand that it is all the teaching of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, because Prophet is one being, one person who teach in a certain way. His teaching, it can be divided into categories. And the outer, the zahir of his teaching, which is like, okay, you pray like this, you fast like this, you do Jummah prayers like this, you eat like this, you drink like this, you sleep like this. These kinds of things, you can call it fiqh, or Islamic law. Because there is a part of Prophet's teaching which is dealing with this, what is lawful and what is not lawful. Alcohol, we stay away from alcohol. Cigarettes, we stay away from cigarette. These teachings are the outer. And then you have these teachings that are also based on belief and iman. You can read so many times in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, O you who believe, O you who believe. And so many hadiths talking about the mu'min. So this is iman. And then you have ihsan, which is the mystical aspects of Prophet Muhammad's teaching. Then you're dealing with some of these hadiths where Prophet ﷺ said, he who knows himself knows Allah. And also the hadith Qudsi, I was a hidden treasure, Allah says. I wanted to be known, so I created creation in order to be known. You're dealing with some of these mystical aspects of Prophet's teaching. So tasawwuf, which is real Sufism, is just the mystical aspects of Prophet's teaching. But you cannot just take the mysticism and leave the external teachings that he brought. It will not work, because the spirit, it needs clay to be shaped. This is also an esoteric understanding of Adam was put into a clay mold and shaped from clay, because the spirit, you need to shape it in clay. And this is the discipline, the basic disciplinary aspects of Islam. Without Islam, you have no discipline. You can do whatever you want. You can go up whenever time you want, do whatever you want with your day. You don't produce anything, no rules, no boundaries, nothing. You can do whatever. A masjid without discipline, people go there, they talk, they eat, they smoke in the masjid, they talk in the phone. How can you ever pray? How can you ever develop any level of meditation in the masjid if people do whatever they want? How can you ever develop a disciplinary life if you don't have these basic pillars that hold it all together? No, you need clay. Tasawwuf needs the clay of Islam for it to function. If you don't have Islam that forms the clay of tasawwuf, it will all go all over the place. It will all go over the place. You will not be able to build anything. You will waste. And what will happen is that the tasawwuf without Islam, you're gonna spend. What is gonna happen is your energy is constantly gonna be drained. You can never gain any inner energy from all of the spiritual practices, the Salat ala Nabi that you cite and so on, because it goes all over the place. All your energy goes just to figure out the Dharma or the Deen. All your energy goes just to figure out the Deen or figure out the religion, how to live. So this is what happens when and it's not supposed to go there. So you cannot grow, because all of these things on how to live, it is already solved by Prophet. Prophet ﷺ, he has already put down the law. He has already taught the law. He already set the boundaries. When it comes to the tariqah, like Tijani tariqah, for example, don't follow any other sheikh. This teaching of one sheikh only. All of these boundaries, they are set there to shape your spirit so that it can grow. But if you break all of these, you will not go anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere. All of your energy is going to go in all 100 different directions, and you have no discipline, no focus, no concentration to move forward. So this is it. This is why tasawwuf, it doesn't exist without the clay mold of Islam and the spirituality and faith and hope and motivation of Iman. Without those two, there is no tasawwuf. Sometimes when we teach, we liken tasawwuf to other paths like Buddhism and so on, and this is to show the commonality and unity, and many believers, many mu'min are stuck in these paths. But this should not be misinterpreted that you can do whatever you want. No. This is all the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it has Islam, Iman, Ihsan in it. And if you take one of those aspects out, it is all astray, and it's a false teaching, and those who teach like that, they are astray. May Allah protect us from this. Allahu alam, Allah knows best. Anything good comes from Allah, anything bad comes from myself. So I apologize. Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum.